We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Minnesota Twins. It's interleague baseball next on the show. Walter Johnson will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
So striding in, Jeff Kent, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Yeah, Kent.
From the stretch. Strike taken up in the zone. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Into the box, Mel Ott, as he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. He'll enter play right at .333. 10 home runs and 25 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Into the box now, Barry Bonds, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1 on its way.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ott leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He loses him on ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Into the box now, Willie Mays. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Number 44, Willie McCovey.
At the plate now, Willie McCovey, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Oh, 1 count, and the pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Scooped up to second for 1. Back to Killebrew, the double play, and the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Tim Lincecum will be the man on the mound for the G-men. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Rod Carew. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here it comes. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win 1, lose 1. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Count is 1-2 now. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
So now to the plate, Gary Coyote fouled away. 309 is the average entering play. 11 home runs and 23 driven in. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Over to McCovey, 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Killebrew brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Popped him up. Aurelia is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now batting, Matt Williams. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Matt Williams.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Orlando Cepeda.
At the plate, Orlando Cepeda, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. High in the air out towards shallow right. Olivo will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Stepping in, Buster Posey. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Grounded to the right. To second for 1. On to first, and that's 2 innings and 2 double plays they've hit into so far as the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Tony Olivo. He went deep in the contest last night.
Right fielder, Tony.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
A ball and a strike. Hit hard to short. Reined in. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Bob Allison.
Digging in, Bob Allison. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now a pitch on the way. Hit to first. McCovey gloves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth.
Settling in now, Goose Goslin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes.
0-1, no strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And it's fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Fouled off. Popped him up. Williams in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping up to the plate, Rich Aurelia. He also had 3 hits in the win last night.
Rich Aurelia.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone. 2-2, here it is. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Carew will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. At the plate, Jeff Kent. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Strike called, 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left side. Throw on to Killebrew, 2 down.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Mel Ott. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping into the box, Kirby Puckett, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First offering on its way.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0 home.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Joe Mauer. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Drilled to the left side. Speared on the dive. On to first, a double play.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Jorge Polanco. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins retired in short order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Ready for another chance? Barry Bonds. He drew a walk his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Here's the 1-0. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Stepping in now, Willie Mays, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To Killebrew, and that completes the double play.
The first baseman.
Stepping up now, Willie McCovey. He's set and the pitch. Tried to check it and it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope, that's a ball.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Here it comes. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball three.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And that pitch misses for ball four. So the Giants have themselves a man aboard with two gone here.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Now at the plate, Matt Williams, man at first after the two-out walk. As a look, now the pitch. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's a ball. Count 2-1.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Here now the 2-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. One left for San Francisco. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready now, Rod Carew. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Standing in, Gary Coyote. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now for the Twins in their half of the fourth. And here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Curveball down and in, misses, ball 2.
No strike.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
Killebrew in front, 3 balls and a strike.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the first pitch. Tony Olivo is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
So let's hear number 4.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Bob Allison is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got...
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
It's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Goose Goslin will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swing and a chopper down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Twins leave the bases loaded. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. All set for the start of the inning, and striding forward the designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Chopper left side of the infield. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The catcher, number 20.
All right, so time now for the Twins Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper levels of the minor leagues. And that'll bring up Buster Posey as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Posey is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Throw on to Killebrew, 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rich Aurelia. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of the spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And it's 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Striding in, Kirby Puckett. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
In there, and it's 0-1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Mays is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Joe Mauer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Mauer, a 6'5" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. This is his 18th season in the big leagues, so he's had quite an incredible career. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Bonds is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
11.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming, here it is. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard to the right. Foul. 1-1, here it comes. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Twins are set down 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Jeff Kent. He's set. Here it comes. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The right fielder, number 4.
So coming to the plate, Mel Ott. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
The left fielder, number 25.
So striding forward now, Barry Bonds. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
Two out, nobody on. On the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Rod Carew. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
0-1 for him.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Oh, what a stop. The throw. It's there. He got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Third baseman.
Now at the plate, Gary Coyote. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mays is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The first baseman, number 3.
Stepping in, Harmon Killebrew. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. Still no score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Mays. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. One a fastball high. 2-1 now.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Here's the 2-1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Into the box, Willie McCovey, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1. That's off the first one. Ball 2.
Hit hard down the line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now the pitch. Fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Standing in now, Matt Williams. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Here's the 2-1 home.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Payoff pitch one more time. On a line, that's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that brings up Buster Posey. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And they start him out away with a called strike. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Comes set, the 0-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The throw home. He's in there at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Francisco Liriano trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. At the plate now, Rich Aurelia is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in game here. They take a 2-0 lead, D-Row. The way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Ready with the 3-1. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Giants 2 and the Twins nothing. Digging in, Tony Olivo will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
No balls and a strike to count. And he misses with it, 1-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Every coach will tell you when you're down by 2, you don't want to take too many chances on the base pass. Regardless, he hustles into third for the triple, and the tying run is coming to the plate.
Standing in, Bob Allison, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Great job of offensive execution there. The leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Striding forward now is the DH, Goose Goslin. And now a pitch on the way.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Here it comes, 1-0.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins DH.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
To the plate now, Kirby Puckett. As he'll take a look at ball one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So one run here on one hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Giants out in front here, 2-1. Leading off the inning, Mel Ott, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's the pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate, Barry Bonds. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1. 21. Two balls, 1 strike.
To 2-2 now.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Willie Mays, is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Willie McCovey would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Our pitchers' duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Count still full, 3-2. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in, Willie McCovey. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Runners back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano, strike one.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. The 0-1 pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Felix Rodriguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Felix Rodriguez.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Joe Mauer.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
So now to the plate, Jorge Polanco, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. No hits to this point. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right as we are all knotted up at 2.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Into the box now, Rod Carew, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. This is line to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play, and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it, and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
At the plate, Gary Coyote. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
from the stretch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. He's safe at the plate. And they've taken the lead here in the eighth.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Matt Cain enters here looking to get the final out before the ninth inning. Into the box now, Harmon Killebrew. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Cain has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues, and in that time he struck out more than 1,600 batters. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's it, was out.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
This is skied into short left center. Aurelia calls for it. And that's the third out. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Ninth inning coming up. Twins lead it 3-2. Joe Nathan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Matt Williams. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And it's 1-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the first out here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next will be the designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. A former MVP waiting on deck in the form of Buster Posey. 3-2 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, the catcher, Buster.
Here's Buster Posey now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set and the pitch. And that's cut on and missed 0-1. The win would belong to Francisco Liriano should the lead hold up. Runners on first with 1 down. 0-2 the count to Posey.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Standing in now, Rich Aurelia, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there for a called strike. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
He's set the 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
In now, Mel Ott. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First offering on its way. Swing, line drive, and he comes through in the clutch. This will tie the game and get everybody running. The tying run scores. It's cut off, so all three runners are in to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Jim Perry takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. At the plate now, Barry Bonds, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. 3 runs already home here. Splitter, 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Killebrew's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So disaster strikes here in the 9th, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Giants lead it 5-3. Number 31 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Tony Olivo.
The right fielder, Tony Olivo.
First pitch on its way, and he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The next 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, and the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's another 1-2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1, no strike.
2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Final strike for the Twins. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He's got it, and the Giants have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. San Francisco came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Matt Cain earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Number 31 earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Twins, 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.